Korea to provide humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. The government of Korea will contribute $32 million to Afghans in urgent need with the help of United Nations relief agencies. According to the World Food Programme, or WFP, 95% of Afghanistan's population is experiencing food insecurity. The United Nations Development Programme, or UNDP, has estimated that 97% of the country would be living in poverty by 2022. The generous financial donation will be used for food, housing, and crucial healthcare services for those most in need in the country, as well as for Afghan refugees currently in Iran and Pakistan. Korea intends to provide ongoing support to alleviate suffering in Afghanistan during this humanitarian emergency. Korea is a laureate of 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection and Peace. Our utmost gratitude, noble Korea, for your compassionate heart during this time of crisis. We pray that the benevolent Afghan people will soon be shining brightly again in happiness and laughter, in Allah's immense love.
National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA, and SpaceX launched space probe to test asteroid deflection system. In November 2021, a Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, or SpaceX, rocket launched a NASA-designed spacecraft named the Double Asteroid Redirection Test, or DART. The spacecraft is designed with the goal of colliding with a small asteroid named Dimorphos to see if the impact will alter the trajectory of the moonlet. Though Dimorphos is not considered to be a threat to our planet, the mission will determine if this nudging method can be used successfully to change the trajectory of asteroids deemed to be a danger to Earth. An Italian-developed satellite will accompany DART and observe the impact. NASA should be able to collect more data on this experiment in September or October 2022, when the space probe is expected to reach the asteroid. We pray for your success, NASA and SpaceX. May all beings be primarily protected by an inner shield of goodness, in God's grace.
New Zealand's Christchurch International Airport to be carbon zero before 2030, with funding of about $68 million. The airport is committing 400 hectares of land near its runways and terminals to produce solar energy. Named Kauai Park, the project will be 50 times larger than any current solar plants on the island. Enough power will be generated to allow airplanes to recharge as well as meet the needs of 30,000 households in the area. In addition, the land will be used to house data centers, green fuel production and storage, and include vertical farming installations. Christchurch International Airport's Chief Executive, Malcolm Jones, explained that the goal of Kauai Park is to enable the rest of the economy to decarbonize at the fastest possible rate. New Zealand is a recipient of Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Peace, and the laureate of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Climate Change Mitigation, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Earth Conservation, Earth Protection, Earth Guardian, and Earth Restoration. Bravo, New Zealand and Christchurch International Airport, on your innovative initiative. May you inspire other countries to find a viable alternative to fossil fuels and live sustainably in heaven's radiance.
Inventor from Spain creates battery charged by soil. Pablo Vidarte has devised a battery that is powered by the biology of the soil and is free of chemicals. His company is called Bio, and the system utilizes the electrons that are released when microorganisms under the land's surface break down organic matter, providing sufficient output to power low-energy sensors and lights. Bio will conduct a trial with agricultural company Bayer Crop Science to install soil-powered sensors on its over 50 million hectares of land, which could potentially save the company 1.5 billion euros per year. The soil-powered batteries are also being installed in hospitals, offices, and shopping centers to produce clean energy for lighting. Amazing work, Pablo Vidarte and Bio, on your innovative new technology. In the grace of the Providence, may our entire economic system continue to move closer to nature as we protect the loving planet we reside on.
Madagascan woman courageously helps her drought-affected village grow food. South Madagascar has been severely affected by poor rains since 2013, which has led to food insecurity for 1.3 million people, including 28,000 at risk of starvation. Responding to the conditions, community leader Miss Loharano of Tima Nananda village is teaching the residents how to plant drought-resistant crops and create natural protective windbreaks, as well as sharing knowledge on soil revitalization. These agricultural techniques, which include growing a wide range of crops such as millet, sorghum, legumes, and sweet potatoes, were introduced by a local charity, the Agroecological Center of the South, or CTAS, which has assisted 14 villages and 10,000 households. Ms. Loharano happily shared. Now we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are touched by your resilience and generous spirit, Ms. Loharano and CTAS. May your vibrant Madagascar soon see abundant harvests and a kinder climate as the world adopts the planet-friendly vegan diet in divine wisdom.
The Cow Person environmental video shares message of fighting climate change with diet change. Christian Andrews, director of UK's award-winning Studio AKA, and creative director Carl LeBlanc from UK-headquartered Logic to Magic, produced a 60-second animated clip for the United States-based nonprofit Climate Healers. Viga the Cow Person explains the facts of methane emissions as she is swept up by runaway climate change. She caringly offers us a bright alternative future by encouraging everyone to be vegan. The video was shared by Shining World Award for Earth Protection recipient Dr. Sailesh Rao, founder and executive director of Climate Healers, at nonprofit Go Dharmic's online event entitled Ahimsa and the Environment, Making Peace with Nature. Our beloved Supreme Master Qinghai was also an honored event speaker. Our delightful appreciation and many thanks, Christian Andrews, Studio AKA, Carl LeBlanc, and Dr. Sailesh Rao and team at Climate Healers for creating this timely and important message. May all transform and become vegan now to save our planet, in God's mercy.
Rescue Barn heals both donkey people and humans. In 2020, Jackie Serrana from Gasport, New York, United States, started to save donkey people who were being sold for human consumption. Whispering River Animal Rescue was then established to care for the abused and neglected friends who either have their forever home at the sanctuary or are adopted by loving caregivers. While working and caring for the rescued equine residents, many volunteers have found the sanctuary to be a healing place to help overcome various issues such as alcoholism, substance abuse, or depression. Whispering River's Vice President Laura Randolph shared, "We're saving these donkeys. At the same time, they probably don't even realize it, but they're turning around and saving us." 3 cheers, Jackie Serrano, Laura Randolph, and the volunteers at Whispering River Animal Rescue for your dedication to our beautiful donkey brothers and sisters. May you continue to improve their well-being as we rejoice in solidarity with the animal people kingdom in heavenly bliss.